Battlefield 6 Season 3 is here, and I'm going to check it out on the RTX 5060 Ti 16GB version of the GPU, the Zotac Twin Edge, paired up with the i5-12400F and 32GB of DDR4 memory running at 3200 MHz. Nothing is overclocked, the latest NVIDIA driver, 596.49. That's it. Let's see if the game has improved or not, because I haven't played this game in a very long time, so I'm here to check it out. So let's jump into it. Alright, we're in the game, the latest map, Railway to Golmud. I know it's like a remake of the Battlefield 4 map. But yeah, I'm here for, let's check out the graphics. I'm going to start it off on Overkill. You can see the advanced settings. I'm going to play it on quality mode with DLSS 4.5. And it should be able to play it really well. I'm guessing we're using 12 GB of VRAM right here out of the 16 GB. So we got a lot more headroom left. So yeah, DLSS quality 4.5 with Overkill settings. And 4K, starting it on 4K as usual. Okay, now let's jump into the game. So I don't know, for some reason the latency meter is not working, so I don't know what to do with that. But yeah, we're getting 50 FPS over here in the spawn area, so I'm gonna try to get on this ATV and get to the fight. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna actually turn off the latency meter because it's like not applicable. Oh man, this map is bringing me some memories. Why is it like ping lag? I haven't played this game in a very long time. This is Overkill settings, guys. Oh shit. Oh no, I guess we're okay. Why is it not moving? What's going on? Is it like ping lag or what? There is something really bad going on, guys. I think it's ping lag, I'm pretty sure. But let's see. I'm gonna go to B then. If I get sniped by somebody from across the map, then that's what it is. But you can see we're getting 49 FPS over here. Just want to get into a fight scene and see how it's gonna be now. It's actually upscaled from what, 1440p right now. Man, I'm still like stuck in the old, I don't know, season 1.5 meta, I guess. Okay, that was fast. Then buff this gun again? I have no idea. Yeah, I'm trying to secure this area for now, but yeah. 44 FPS, not pretty good. So I'm gonna go to graphics and change it to performance mode. It might be enough, you know. I'm gonna go to performance mode right here. So it uses 11.5 GB of VRAM. And I'm dead. I was changing the freaking settings. I don't think anybody's here to help me. Maybe there is someone. Maybe he might be able to get me if he doesn't get killed. He doesn't give a shit, he just ran away. So I guess I'll just die. So performance mode on Overkill settings actually gets you to 60 FPS. I'm gonna restart the counter right there. 60 FPS, which is pretty good. You know, so pretty smooth even on Overkill settings, but for a game like this you need more than 60 for sure. So these are the new bikes that we can ride, which was not a thing when I last played the game. You know, it's been a long time. Wow. Okay, the mechanics on the bike riding, it's pretty solid, man. I like that. It reminds me of Motocross Madness, back when I used to play that game on the Windows 98 system that my dad bought back in the 90s when I was a kid, you know. Yeah, man, riding bike actually kind of feels really good. 62 FPS over here. So let me see if I can get somebody here. I can. Yeah, we're like conquering everything right now. I'm gonna scroll down here and try using some frame gen, because right now we're getting 60 FPS, so that's a good base. Where the hell was the settings again? Okay, advanced. I'm gonna go down here and use frame gen on 2x for now. Okay, 2x frame gen, it takes you all the way to 96. And again, I'm not a big fan of frame gen in a multiplayer game like this, which is competitive, because you know, it introduces input lag, which is why I wanted to use the latency meter, but for some reason it doesn't work. I don't know, man. So, but yeah, you can get 95 FPS. This is alright, still bearable, because we're getting 47 FPS base. Still not what we're expecting, you know. I was expecting 60 to 120 FPS, but that's not usually the case most of the time when you're like enabling frame gen in any game. But for what it is, this is not terrible. It is. I can actually feel the latency a little bit, but nothing like unbearable. If you're on a controller, you might be finding this actually doable, but for me, I prefer without any frame gen. I'm cool with frames and on a single player game like Crimson Desert or something like that, but this game, I'm not a big fan. I don't see any enemies, but where are the enemies at? There's somebody here. What the hell is this guy doing with this tank? Is he trying to kill just one guy with a tank? Are you kidding me? I think he murked him. I'm gonna die. There's a tank right there. Alright, I forget I was an engineer. You know, I should have used the freaking rocket launcher, but well, whatever. Not bad on these settings, but you know, I'm gonna go to actually ultra performance now. So ultra performance requires 12 GB of VRAM, and since it is DLSS 4.5, the picture quality is not gonna be that terrible, you know. So I'm gonna go back to this area, and that takes you to 115. And again, guys, this is overkill right here. This is really good. Did I just miss that? There's no way I missed that. Oh, there it is. Tank is dead. What the heck was that? Is that a sniper? Yeah, it was a sniper. There's a medic nearby though, and he's my squad mate. If he's gonna come and get me, I don't think so. So, man, I remember like all the medics rushing to help somebody back when the game came out, but now I think nobody gives a shit. Is what it is. So 115 FPS, which is actually pretty good on these settings, you know. And this ultra performance, and the game still looks really... That was awkward. But I got him though. Yeah, even on ultra performance on DLSS 4.5, the game looks really sharp. So that's pretty good, you know. Yeah, this map actually looks really pretty. So 118 FPS, which is getting to that, what do you call it, high refresh rate experience right here. Even overkill settings I'm talking about. Most people are gonna play this game on low settings, pretty much. I'm just gonna try 4x frame gen just for the sake of it, and see how terrible it's gonna be. And you can get 182 FPS right here. But now I can feel the latency even worse. I don't know, I don't think the RPG is that effective to killing infantry, you know. It's just effective against the tanks. See, that's the issue. Your aim is not proper when enabling frames and on, especially on 4x and stuff. So maybe it's good on controller. I don't play FPS games with controller because I suck at it, especially in an online game. Nah. But 179 FPS, but it's upscaled from 47, so feels kind of bad. Let me see if I can go get a kill right here. 180 FPS. If I can get a kill with this, then it might be all right. I mean, I could have taken him out, like executed him, but you know, I don't feel like it. There's somebody sniping. Might die here any moment. Maybe not. Not a good spot to hide. Maybe this is. So 190 FPS. It's good for frames, but it doesn't feel that great. So I think that's enough for freaking overkill settings. It is playable, but I wouldn't play like this. I would have a native experience without any frame gen. So I'm gonna use. I'm gonna go to maybe high settings. So that just significantly reduces the VRAM usage to 7.9 GB, which is really good. So instead of ultra performance, I'm gonna actually go to quality again and then turn off frame gen. I'm gonna go to enable plus boost for the best latency. So this is quality, no frame gen, and high settings. Okay, getting close to 60 FPS. And again, I don't know if it's applied the settings, because this was an issue back when the game came out as well, because even if you apply the settings in game, you might need a restart to actually apply it, the overkill settings. But I think it has applied the settings, because on overkill we were getting what, 40 something FPS, but on high settings it's like 53, getting close to the 60 mark. So I think it is actually working here. This is DLSS quality, guys. So contested, there's somebody in here, I don't know where it is. Maybe up top. No idea. I'm gonna try to check out this tank. See, that was kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. And now he knows I'm here. It's terrible. Oh, I'm gonna die. There it is. So yeah, 50 FPS, not the best way to do. So high settings might be better to just go to performance mode again on DLSS 4.5. Let's see how that's gonna be. Go back to F. And high settings performance mode, you can get 70 FPS. So now it's like playable without any frame gen. But I think it's like pretty much similar to how it was, to be honest. Getting shot at from all the sides. Not a good idea. What the heck? Where am I getting shot, man? It's been a while since I played this game, so I know I'm all over the place. We're getting crushed. There are like 300 tickets in front of us, so... And there's not a single revive yet by anybody. From anyone. Even our teammates. So, man, this game has changed a lot. Nobody gives a shit about teammates dying or anything. 72 FPS though, in these settings. I'm 3 to 6. That's terrible, but doesn't matter. So that's performance mode. Actually, if I go to low settings, which is what most people will be playing the game on, I'm pretty sure. And then maybe go turn off upscaling and just use DLSS 4. It uses almost 7 GB of VRAM. Only 42 FPS on DLAA. Are you shitting me? Really? That's all you can get? And again, I'm not sure if it's has applied the settings completely, but I believe it is, because the DLAA on 4K, the game is a little, little intensive. It still looks pretty good on 4K, you know. Using 60% of the i5 system right here, I mean the i5 CPU. Man, my aim is ass. God. And again, I'm just going out in the open and getting killed. So there's that. D is surrounded by a lot of tanks. It's not a good idea. I mean, good sign, but I'm gonna die again here. There's a tank coming. I'm gonna die. I'm a dead man. Any moment. There it is. 3 tanks on D. Oh man. But yeah, 40 FPS. It's pretty intensive. Like the in-game VRAM usage is kind of not actually true, because you can see we're using almost 11 GB on these settings right here. So this says only 7 GB used, but that's not true, guys. It uses way more than 10 GB right here. So on low settings, we definitely need upscaling. I'm gonna keep it to performance now. DLSS performance on 4.5. It's gonna look pretty good. And now it's upscaled from 1080p. I think I'm gonna spawn on the tank. Try to help this guy out. What the hell is this? Where am I at? 76, 80 FPS on low settings with the performance upscaling. This again, not bad. Now it's like really smooth. I don't know if I can get that though. I'm way off. But yeah, 78 to 80 FPS. I might have to restart the game to see if it's actually applied. But again, I think it has applied, and I think they fixed that issue where you have to restart the game every single time to apply the settings. 4K performance mode on low settings, it is now actually playable. Even now you can see it's using 9.5 GB of VRAM. Whatever the in-game settings say is using, it's kind of a lie. Actually using way more than that it indicates. The hell was that? That guy just crawling and then just fell down. So we got a tank back up here, so we should be good. You can see you're getting 76 to 80 FPS. This is pretty good if you ask me. I think I hit it maybe once, I don't know. You can see the average FPS is almost 80, which is pretty strong. And again, for a game like this, it is actually really good, guys. Oh my goodness, what the heck is going on over here? Might be dead right here. There's people coming in. I don't know how I got the headshot, but he's dead. This is a good thing. But yeah, guys, 79 FPS is all you can get with performance mode on 4K. So, not the best. If we put it to DLSS 4, might get better FPS. And not actually You can see it's still 79, so I don't think it's applying it properly like it should. So I'm gonna go back in here and change it to DLSS 4.5 and then try using 4x frame gen just to see how it's gonna be. So it takes it to 183 FPS, which is again kind of the similar performance that we got. So I don't know if it's actually like enable the settings here. Oh my gosh, that was stupid. But yeah, you guys get the idea. It's not that great working right now, so I'm gonna quit to the main menu and try it again. So I don't think it's applied here, so I'm gonna go back and turn off frame gen and then I come back again. Okay, so go to graphics, advanced, and turn it off. Performance mode on low settings. Okay, you can see we are back in the same map and we're getting 83 FPS, which is again, guys, so pretty much similar to what it was. So I don't think anything has changed. So what you guys saw before is actually exactly the same, because you know, we're like pretty much limited by the CPU right here. We're using 80% of the i5 right here. So if it was a 9000X 3D, would have gotten at least 100 FPS out of this, but on a mid-range GPU like this, it's not that great. It's unfortunate, but still pretty playable. And for Battlefield 6, I think this is a pretty doable frame rate, you know. The heck is that tank doing? That guy is going crazy with the motorbike. Where'd he go? Doesn't matter. The game runs pretty well. So that's 4K. So you guys can get 84 FPS out of it without any frame gen, which is the way I would suggest anybody playing a online multiplayer shooter. Frame gen is not recommended. So this game is still really CPU intensive. So yeah, that's gonna be 4K. But now let's move on to 1440p. Alright, time for some 1440p, which is gonna be the most used resolution on this GPU or on any modern GPU, because that's the most common resolution in 2026. So 1440p settings, high quality. I'm just gonna start with high quality. I'm not gonna go to DLAA, native performance. Let's see how that's gonna be. Okay. And now frame gen. So let's see. So surprisingly on high settings, on DLAA, we're getting 60 FPS. Which is not the best. You definitely could use a little bit more. For this game, I'd prefer like having at least 80 to 90 FPS. Seems to be the best sweet spot. No, not too competitive, and also a comfortable place to be, especially in intensive scenarios. I got a double kill right there. Squad wipe. Fantastic. There's somebody in this here. Okay, we got backup. Should be good. Right? Oh, I'm getting shot from I don't know where. Got him. And that's our tank. After this point right here. See, so a lot of stuff happening. It's still pretty stabilized on 60 FPS. So that's a solid sign right here. We captured D, which is good. Okay. So okay, I'm gonna stay right here. So that's high settings. I don't think going to overkill is gonna be a good idea for a game like this. It's not necessary. So I'm gonna stay right here and then change it to low settings just to see the native performance out of it. And then some guy just came and killed me. Whatever. So native low settings right here. So that gets you to 70 FPS from 60. So from high to low, from high to low, getting like 10 FPS more. Just not the best, but again, I wouldn't be mad at it, you know. We have a medic in the team, but he's gonna die. Born to die. It's about to die, I guess. I died before that, so yeah. 75 FPS, guys. Not great, but still not bad, you know. So I'm gonna try going to high settings again and then try using some upscaling. Go to advanced, and then turn on DLSS quality mode. It's gonna be the best settings I would suggest. Right now we upscaled from 1080p. Now you can get 83 FPS. You can see the i5 is at almost 90% use right here. So on 1080p this is gonna be a really CPU intensive game, but the i5 seems to handle it pretty well. Getting 90 FPS over here. Again, depends. If you have an X3D chip, it's gonna be way better. What the heck was that? From where? Bro, look at this guy, dude. Okay, I finally got rescued by somebody. For once. I got absolutely destroyed by that tank. Feel bad, you know. But yeah, 90 FPS on these settings, just pretty good. I'm gonna go to graphics again and maybe enable 2x frame gen. Takes you to 150 FPS. Okay. It's upscaled from 70. So we're getting a 70 FPS gameplay right here, which is pretty smooth. And I don't feel a terrible input latency right here, right now. Oh, how did I miss that? Got him, and I'm about to die. Pretty sure I'm about to die. Unless I do some... Bro, see? Even with the 150 FPS, my aim is not the best because the snappiness is a little bit slow. I can say that. And again, it's going to differ if you're on a controller. I don't play on a controller, so I don't know. Do you guys get the idea? Yeah, that's a 2x frame gen. Alright, now let's go to low settings and then have no frame gen. Turn off the frame gen and go to quality mode. Let's see how that's gonna be. 104 FPS, much better. The grenade throwing animation is still pretty much the same. I didn't change that at all. Okay, got a kill right there. Okay, a triple kill right there, not bad. And there's a tank coming towards the back. Getting almost 100 FPS here, which is really not that bad, you know. The tank get just one hit. How did that miss? That's two hit. I think they backed out. And that's it. That's the end of the tank right there. Got him. Okay, got him too. Might need to regroup with somebody. Got my teammate born to die over here, my boy. So 85 FPS, guys. Ooh, nice shot, I'm not gonna lie. And even mad at, so 87 FPS on DLSS quality. Again, look at the CPU usage, that's 90%. Just maxing it out, man. So here at a disadvantage, the GPU is not even being utilized that much anymore. So it's better to just keep it to higher settings or even native settings. Because this game just doesn't even utilize the GPU on lower resolutions. Even on 1440p quality settings, it's not the best. So just keep it to... So my point is, if you go to like something like performance mode, right, you're not gonna gain anything. You can see that 91 FPS or barely like 5 FPS improvement, something like that. Because we're pretty much CPU bound in this scenario. Oh man, this guy is pocket healing the goddamn tank. Can't do nothing about it. Do you guys get the idea? The lower you go on the resolution settings, it doesn't make any difference whatsoever. Because you're like limited on the CPU, not the GPU. You can see we're using 50% of the GPU right here. So it's not a good idea to go down below these settings at all. I'd say stick to low and DLSS quality is the max I'd go, you know. And just for the sake of it, I'm just gonna go back and go to quality mode and have 4x frame gen just to see how it's gonna be. So I'm inside the tank right now, I'm getting 186 FPS. I'm gonna die right here. Escape somehow, I don't know. But yeah, 250 FPS here with 64 FPS base frames. So still pretty good. I think I hit somebody with that, but you know how terrible it is to hit enemies with an RPG. Yo, dude.
I'm bleeding out, medic.
Doesn't give a shit, but yeah, you can see we're getting 240 FPS with 4x frames in right there, which is pretty good. So that's gonna be it for 1440p. You guys get the idea. Do not go way too low or low on the upscaling. Just keep it to quality at the max. And if you go anything below that, it's just CPU bound. So yeah, that's gonna be 1440p. Now let's start 1080p as well. All right, back to overkill settings. I'm gonna use DLAA for now on DLSS 4, and that's it. No frame gen, and then on 1080p. So even with that, you can see we're getting 80 FPS, which is pretty good. But look at the CPU. CPU's at 70%, and the GPU not even maxed out on overkill native 1080p. So playing this game with the 5060 Ti on 1080p is just a waste of resources. I mean, you can get 80 FPS, but you just rather play it on 1440p with high settings and DLSS quality, and that will be a way better experience, no question about it. Because right now, even on overkill settings, this is not utilizing the GPU to 100%. What the hell does this do? Yeah, that's how it is, man. Overkill settings isn't enough to max out the GPU on 1080p. 84 FPS, so this is the best you can get. If you go down below, like using upscaling to even quality mode, you're not gonna see any noticeable difference. If you go to low settings, it might be able to pull maybe a little bit more FPS, but I heavily doubt it. But let's see how it goes. I'm just gonna keep going through these woods. Let's see if we can make it to D. This map is really huge. I like. They needed to add way more maps way sooner. It's like almost half a year later they're adding all of this cool stuff. It is kind of late. You lost like majority of the player base by now. It sounds really good. And let's keep it going. Let's move to F. At a tank. It is a tank, and I'm dead. And every time I see a tank, I'm dead in like 2 seconds. So that's a good point to change settings to this overkill. So let me just show you what I meant. I'm gonna go here and use upscaling. DLSS quality, that's all I'm using, okay? Spawn back on D, and look at that. Now we are 89, pretty much the same. And look at the CPU usage at 90%. So that's what I was saying, man. Like, there's literally no point in going down below these settings with upscaling on 1080p because you're just CPU bound. I think it's the same guy who's killed me again. I don't know. So that's my point right there, guys. You're not gonna see any improvement whatsoever. If I go to low settings and then go DLAA, see how that's gonna be. Am I burning to my death? He did not see me. That's crazy. So from overkill to low settings, you get 5 FPS more. Okay, that's about it. But yeah, you get the idea. 100 FPS over here, okay, on DLAA, but look at the GPU usage. It's at 70%, 77, close to 80 on native DLAA. So the more you go down, oh frick, bro, you scared the shit out of me. I'm going to E. I don't care. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go to F. 97 FPS. So if you want to play it on 1080p, this is the best way to play it. Even overkill settings is not gonna make a huge difference because it'll be like pretty much 5 to 6 FPS difference. Holy Jesus. I'm gonna die here, am I? Unless they don't notice me. Which I believe they will. Jesus Christ. He didn't die? There's no way. But yeah, 95 FPS, so keep it to DLAA low settings. There's literally no point trying to go below this. So if you want frame gen, you can add that too to make it a little bit better, I guess. I'm gonna have DLAA and then have 2x frame gen. No upscaling though. Our teammate is actually in combat. He might die here. What the hell was he trying to do, man? Come on. Bro's on an ATV. 183 FPS. And I can say it's pretty smooth. It's much better than it was on 1440p because we're actually playing it from 90 FPS base frames, so which is pretty good. Using 10 GB of VRAM. And like I said, the game says we're using only about what? 5.3 GB of VRAM, but it's actually using 10 GB. So if you're on an 8 GB version of the GPU, your experience is gonna vary really differently because it's gonna stutter pretty much because you're gonna be like VRAM bottlenecked. So on 1080p with 4x frame gen, you need no, it's actually 2x frame gen. You need more than 10 GB of VRAM. So yeah. And look at the CPU, 81%. Like I said, this is a really CPU intensive game on pretty much all resolutions. So the best way to play this on a 5060 Ti, I guess it's like 4K with performance upscaling or quality upscaling, and with the like high settings seems to be the best way to do it. On 1080p is pretty much pointless using any kind of upscaling. You know, gonna ride the bike. Man, the bike riding is pretty cool. If they like make some cool bike riding mini games with Portal, that should be pretty fun. You know, I could just ride bikes here, like, you know, just make a track course or something like that, and then ride the bike, or like a bike race. I'm down for that. So yeah, 190 FPS. Ooh, you can wheelie. Alright. God damn, bro, I'm just riding a bike. Why do you want to kill me, bro? Might explode any moment. I'm just gonna leave that right there and go on foot. Try to capture D again. So yeah, 179 FPS, it feels pretty alright. No, doesn't feel bad whatsoever. Might get killed here, but I don't care. Just for the sake of it, I just want to see how it's gonna be if I just max it out on 4x frame gen. 293 FPS, almost 300 FPS, and I am dead. Got him. And there's another guy behind me. Of course. 300 FPS. Well, there you have it. 4x frame gen, but now you can see the base FPS has reduced to what? 84, 83. It's even dropping down to the 70s. So on 2x we were getting pretty much 90 FPS and 198 or something like that with frame gen. Right now we're getting more than 300, and I can say it is pretty responsive. But again, it's not as snappy as a native. It's obvious. Yeah, this is pretty much playable. You know, 4x frame gen, you're not seeing any artifacting or anything, so pretty solid on that part. So yeah, guys, my recommendation on Battlefield 6 Season 3 with the 5060 Ti. Let's climb this thing. Somebody's shooting at me though, I don't know where. Oh, this guy. Here. Anybody else? Nah. I'll go capture the train right here if I can. Okay, pretty good. 316 FPS, guys. So if you want, this is gonna be the best way to play it. I don't feel a terrible input latency on 1080p. But yeah, I wouldn't play it like this though. I'm gonna die, and I don't care. Wow. Snipers. Yeah, I guess you guys get the idea. So keep it to 1440p and then use high settings and maybe DLSS quality. It's gonna be the best way to play it. That's a Battlefield 6 on the 5060 Ti, Season 3. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a great time wherever you are. If you like content like this, more benchmarks and reviews, subscribe to the channel. I try to test a lot of different GPUs in here. And if you guys want to support the channel, donating to the channel because I'm not monetized, because YouTube screwed me up. Not YouTube, Google screwed my AdSense account up. Not earning anything from YouTube. If you guys want to support the channel, my coffee link is in the description. Yeah, that's about it. Take it easy and catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.